one of my favourite spots in Western Australia, and this is a place where I've picked up gold over the last 4 or 5 years. Now what I want to talk to you about this morning is chaining and what I like to call gridding. Now if you have a look on the ground here, you can see 2 lines, and these are 2 chain lines which I did, would have been 2 days ago now, and they go for around about 800 metres. Now on that 800 metre walk, I picked up a nugget here, right there. So what I did is I came back yesterday and I thought, well, there's definitely got to be some more gold around here, and I started chaining, and you can see I just picked a small area, probably, I don't know, maybe about 40 metres by about 50 metres, and I chained this area across here. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably around about 12 lines before I hit my first bit of gold there, which is that little pile of rocks there. As you can see, there's a lot of trees here, so it makes chaining fairly difficult because you've got to go around the trees. But that's normally where the best gold is, because all the big stuff's been picked up over the years. But the problem with chaining is, if you're going to do it properly, it's slow, tedious and mind-numbingly boring work. So I've done 12 lines before I hit a bit of gold. Then I've done probably another 7 or 8 lines and thought, nah, this is way too slow. So then what I started doing is I started gridding. So down here you can see I've just put a box on the ground. And then I've done another one past that, and then another one, and a whole series of boxes. So basically what I started doing, instead of chaining, is I just used my chain to draw grids or boxes on the ground. You know, the average box is probably, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 metres by about 4 to 5 metres. The great thing about gridding is it breaks the ground up and it makes it a lot easier to work, especially when it comes to trees, because you can put a box around a set of trees and you know that you're going to cover every single square inch of that ground. The other good thing about boxing is it allows you to follow the run of gold. So I've picked up one here, I picked up one there, I picked up another one there, another one there, 2 more there, 1 there, 1 over there, and a couple off to the side, 1 over there, 1 there, 1 there, and the biggest one under these trees just there was just under 2 grams. What gridding allows me to do is it allows me to change direction unhindered by chain. It allows me freedom of movement around the trees, and it basically allows me the ability to stay on the run. A bit hard to see, but there is a dead set straight line of nuggets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row in a dead straight line. So that indicates to me a definite pattern or a definite run. It seems to be expanding up this end, so my next course of action will be most likely to move further over to this side. Now I have gridded over here up to this point here, but then I've picked up a big nugget down here, and I haven't done this section in here. This seems to be where the gold is running. Now just to put your minds at rest, I'll move back over here. How do I know I'm not missing it? Because I did, from this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes on this side of the run, and not one single piece of gold. So that indicates to me that it's definitely over that way. So the big benefit of gridding or boxing is it allows me to follow where the gold is going, or where it's coming from, or which way it's running. So for me today, I'm going to continue along this same line. I'm going to push further out that way, but I'm going to push across as well, because the gold is also running over this way. And the great part about it is any single one of these trees represents a good opportunity to pick up a bigger nugget, because they're harder to get to. Now I know a lot of blokes have been through here and chained this area over the years, and all the big easy gold is gone. And when I say easy, I'm talking about the stuff that was sitting right out in the centre. If you look at this area, there's a lot of old holes around. I'll just show you over here. There are detector holes everywhere. Old holes though. One there, one there, one there. That's a root pad there. One there, one there, one there. One there. And it just goes on and on. There was a lot of gold in this area. A lot of easy big gold sitting on the surface. My job here now is to get in amongst these trees using my gridding system and pick up all that smaller stuff that was left behind, and occasionally, if I'm lucky, a big one that's right up against a tree that was really hard to get to. Thanks for watching.